Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of the Toyota restoration. So first off, this morning we went to a junkyard back to R&J's. I was trying to see if I scanned all the vehicles that I hadn't before. Still couldn't find anything. I found a 6th gen Celica. Looks like everything's in it. I need to check the interior. A 6th gen Celica though, so yeah, that was exciting. But first things first, we're gonna take this wheel off and see if we can figure out why it's seized up, if it's the brakes or the wheel bearing. We're gonna get into that. Alright, so the set screw for the drum brake, I stripped it. I did. Tried a screwdriver, tried my impact. My impact was a bad idea. But then I'm like, hey, there's a little ridge right here. Let's just put the vice grips on it. It turned so easily. I am as dumb as I look. So, as you can see, it has been raining here. We went like 2 months without any rain. And then my long weekend, when I'm gonna start working on this truck, it pours down rain. But my grandpa came over here this morning while we were in town, and he got the back drum off for me. He said it was fairly simple. He just drove the bolts in there and it pushed off. But yeah, so this is free and it turns, so the wheel bearing isn't bad, but I'm gonna have to order a brake kit. I need to check and see if those drums are still okay. He said he's never changed them, so I might go ahead and change them. Still not sure, but yeah, just a little update. Tomorrow, if it don't rain, I do want to do some work to this thing, so I might see what one of the parts stores around me charges for them and get them. So I'm gonna get this other side off, then I'm gonna run to town and get some new pads. We'll get that changed out to where we can roll this around easier and I can get it out of the direct sunlight to work on it. So let's get that other side off. Alright, so we got that wheel off. Now all I gotta do is go get that bolt from my grandpa to get that drum there off. And then we'll clean them up and get some new pads. Alright, we got this side off. I thought that I was recording the whole time, but I wasn't. So that side, we got off with these 2 bolts. Driving them in at the same time. Pushed it off there. And got that drum off. These, yeah, they need to be replaced too. But yeah. Alright, so I have spent the morning helping my grandpa change out some brakes on his Camry. While we were at the parts house, I picked up some drum brakes for the truck. As we talked, I think in the last clip I mentioned that the bearing is not locked up. It was the brakes that were seized on the drum. So we're gonna get those replaced. It finally came. Alright, so it is Wednesday now. Had to work yesterday, but today, as you saw, my radiator came in. So, I checked LKQ Pick Your Part last night, and they have a 93 Toyota pickup. Me and Nathaniel's gonna go and get anything I can use off that truck. I need some wiring clips for some lights in the front from where the wreck happened and it cut the wires. I hope it has the toolkit, because I need the toolkit to raise and lower my spare tire. But this might be the only Toyota pickup I'll be able to find at a junkyard for a while. But crossing our fingers, I need to get a brake drum also, because I don't want to spend $50 to $80 on a brake drum. So if there's a good one on this one, I want to grab it. Alright guys, we are at LKQ. They said the truck is down here. This is the first time. I've been here before, but it's the first time I've been here since probably like 2 years after I graduated. It's like 2015, 2016. But there's our Toyota. Let's see what parts it's got on it. Look at it. Somebody done took the bed off. Oh. I need to get that wheel off. Does it have any of the jack stuff? Don't look like it. Somebody done took the seat. It's got the radio in it. It's not the radio I had. But it's got the glove box. It has been picked. I know that it had a seat in it from the pictures online. Oh, there's the seat. It's gray. It's not in as bad a condition as mine, but I do want that brake drum. But how are we gonna get it? That's the question. Yeah, I don't know if this uses the same gas tank as mine or not. What do we have in here? A Boss 4-inch speaker. There's a dime. It's nasty.
Here's a cigarette.
Oh, dude, a hole in it. Yeah, this, people probably found out about this one pretty quick. But, I want to get to looking at this thing, and I'll let y'all know what we find. Nothing exciting, but this car's got a bunch of sports cards in the back of it. Pretty neat. Alright, so we found a makeshift jack kit, and Nate finally found the lug nut for it. We got the wheel off. Now we just gotta get that drum off. Alright, so after further examination, I think this has a different drum than my truck because we couldn't get it off with my bolt system, and it's got more holes in it. I don't think I need a tire, but what we did get off, we got the coolant reservoir overflow, we got a fuse box cover, and we got some of the these aren't the signal lights, they're I don't know, I don't know what you call them, but yeah, we got those off of it because like I said, I think mine's cut, so we can at least use, if that doesn't match, we can use that piece. So we'll see how much they charge us for this stuff. Okay, so I got the coolant reservoir, the signal light, whatever it is, I'm not sure, and the fuse box cover for $37. The fuse box is not going to fit on my truck, so I bought that to make a little money back. It's not terrible, honestly. So if I can get $20–30 off of the fuse box cover, the rest of it was free, and I think the rest of it will fit my truck. All right, we're back from the junkyard. As you guys saw, the parts we picked up, we got a coolant reservoir right here. Not 100%. I think mine's good. I may have pulled it already off of another vehicle, but we got that. It was in good condition. If I've already got it, if it's the same as mine, I'll keep it, and just in case. But if it's not the same, we can put it on eBay and make some money. This, again, might be the same as my truck. I don't think it is. But if it's the same, I'll keep it. If it's not, this will go on eBay, and it will make probably most of our money back that we spent today at that junkyard. We also got this light with the pigtail, whatever it is, and then the other one was crushed, but we did get the pigtail off of it, so that's good. Looks like this one might be broken. Oh well, that's fine. We still got it. But other parts that we got in, I ordered from O'Reilly, and my grandma picked it up for me yesterday. We've got a new wheel cylinder for the back wheel. This was bad, so got to replace that. That's probably what we'll do next. And my ride, we got a new ride in. If you watch, I love Rust Valley Restorers on Netflix. What is shaking around in this box? Rust Valley Restorers on Netflix. Those Canadian guys, they're like, you blew the ride out of it. I didn't blow the ride out, you blew the ride out. They're back and forth. I think that's hilarious. So anytime I think of a radiator, I think of those guys hollering back and forth at each other. How are we gonna open this guy up? Oh, it's got some styrofoam. There's a spitter. Oh man, a hole went through the box. and dented my radiator. I don't know. Alright, so I sent the seller a message and sent pictures of the item. I guess before I try it, if they want to exchange it, I can ship it back to them. It's kind of annoying, but I'll pull this radiator and make sure they match up anyways. It looks like they will. So, I'm glad I bought that other reservoir because I picked this one up and my thumb went through plastic right there. So, really glad we bought that. This thing's just brittle. Alright, so it looks like these rads are gonna match up. What is that hole down there for? What's supposed to hook into that? Because I don't have it, whatever it is. That's your relief valve. The one on that one has a hose, so you don't have to undo it all the way. What is that guy? It's got two of them. Mine don't have any. Is it threaded where I can plug it? Anyways, we're about to start on putting this brake drum together, so enter time lapse. Alright guys, so I got my pads replaced on this side and the new cylinder. I think I'm gonna go ahead and order a new rear drum because this one is eat up. It's higher right here than it is around the rest of the drum. But hopefully, like that really kicked my ass. I got my new lug nut. Apparently I was only missing one lug nut. Like a lot of them are different like this, but I was only missing one. So that one that we got from the junkyard, we got that on there. If you didn't see it, I grabbed this from Walmart and this was $25. If you need something like a grab and go to the junkyard, like this is a good little kit. It's got cutters, needle nose pliers. The only thing it doesn't have that I wish it did was a pair of channel locks, because I feel like channel locks would come in handy. But you got that little adjustable wrench, you got the bit driver, you got diagonal pliers, you got needle nose pliers. I don't know if that's everything that you could need, but it's got to be a good start as far as bits go. You got these little screwdrivers. I wish there was a standard flathead. That would be good to have in it. But I got my little bolts that push out the drum on my truck. Got a tape measure. They give you like some wall hanging supplies right here. The hammer, the handle's like way too light. But I mean, if you just need a hammer for dicking around with, it'd be a good starter hammer. I prefer my East Wing. That's a bad boy right there. But I mean, you got some Allen heads and a decent, like, because I don't have any, I mean, I have these sockets, but I mean, that's not enough to get you by. And I'm tired of having to go to my grandpa's anytime I need sockets. So, I mean, for $25, you got a pretty decent starter socket set. It goes up to 14 millimeter and 1/2 inch. So, I mean, the majority of like body work wise, that's all you'll need. I don't know about the seats, might be bigger than that. I don't remember. Lug nuts, they don't go that big. But when we were at the junkyard earlier, all we had to do was just find a jack. I took my grandpa's car because his car has a jack in it, and when we got there to LKQ, it said no jacks. So LKQ, that style of junkyard, like, I like the organization of it, but I don't like that you have to pay to get in. And I do like that they ask you what you're looking for, and they will point you in the right direction of what you're looking for, because I told them exactly what it was I was there for, and they told me in and to the right, you're there. I did like that aspect of it. Didn't really care for the pricing. Pits around us is pretty high, and they don't really have anything that I'd need. R&J's is my favorite, because if it's not metal, they don't really care. Like, if it's plastic, you're gonna get it for almost nothing, pretty much. But LKQ, if they have a vehicle that I'm looking for, I would maybe go. But even then, like, we got there, that truck, today is September 5th, that truck was available on August 24th. So you're talking about like 11 days. That truck was picked over. The hood was gone, the interior was stripped out. I think it had a motor in it. Somebody already pulled the motor out of it, which, yeah, I get it. But they took the bed off. I don't know why they took the bed off. Everything was still underneath there. It did have a tire on it. I probably should have got that tire. But everything that I bought today, the only thing that was backwards compatible was the coolant reservoir thing. And luckily I got that because I pushed my thumb through that old one. But I still don't think that was the one that was originally in this truck. I think I replaced that before too. But yeah, next up, I'm gonna see what those people say about the radiator. Maybe they'll like send me a partial refund, because that's not what I wanted. I mean, it is what I wanted, but I didn't want it to get damaged. If they want me to ship it back to them, I will. But I want a good radiator. I'm tired of buying used radiators and them blowing up on me. So I took the leap of faith and I bought a new radiator, and I want a new radiator, you know, I mean. But anyways, that's where I'm going to cut this one off at. We're just going to mainly be brakes right now. Next episode, we'll get into installing the radiator and stuff. But yeah, maybe tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I might go to the junkyard again, and maybe that's where we'll start part 3. I'm trying to keep this one shorter, so I hope I did a good job of that. I hope this is more entertaining to you. Still figuring it out. Never done a video in the style of working on a vehicle, so if you have any pointers or like what you would want to see from this, leave it in the comments down below, because if you know where any more junkyards are in North Alabama, I would also like to know that too, because I want to find a truck that I can get good parts off of. But anyways, guys, that's it for this one. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a little fun along the way. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.